King of the Canadian Hill. Dreadful drawings in our Ontario.
I was finishing off my cleaning and facility work for the night and checking all the doors and windows, making sure they were securely locked up, when I heard a chilling, blood-curdling gurgle coming from the ground floor in room 29, like someone was being hanged by a hangman's noose. Certain it was the ghost of the mistress of Robbie Christie. I ran into the room, ready to take a picture of the captive spirit, only to find out that the toilet in room 29 had backed up, and the sewage of 1,000 shits and pisses was flowing up mightily from within. Yuck. One Halloween night, as I was trick-or-treating with my friends down Parliament Street on our way home, we heard and saw the Mamagwesi water spirit running into a nearby tunnel by the subway. We quickly ran after it, and just managed to squeeze through the same hole into the tunnel it went through. We used our iPhones to light the way and take a picture when need be. As we got closer to the water spirit, we could hear snapping, gurgle, and high-pitched laughter. We went down the dark, tiny tunnel into the Mamagwesi lair, only to find out at the end of the tunnel it was a coyote gnawing on the carcass of a raccoon or a large house cat. I couldn't really tell by that point. Yuck. I was over at my friend's house, and I started to hear ghostly cries of a small child coming from her basement. She had told me a story of the former owners of this place having a little girl that vanished into thin air while using a Ouija board at this house that I'm currently staying at. As I approached the basement door, the cries grew louder. The torment began to scare me. I opened up the basement door, and out ran her cat. It got stuck in the basement. With no litter box in the basement, it had pooped and peed all over the place. Yuck. I was walking across the bridge one stormy night around 3 a.m. when I came across the sight of the ghost of Susie walking across the Rouge River Bridge, screaming loudly. As I investigated further in my ghost hunt to wish her a happy birthday, I got closer and closer to her. But it was revealed to me, the closer I got, to be a large, angry goose honking. Only then it started to attack me. While this foul attack was happening, I slipped in goose shit, which then made me fall into even more goose shit. Covered head to toe in goose shit, the goose, I guess, felt bad for me, and then left me alone. I went to the hospital, and then I went home to take a long shower. Yuck. A long time ago, I went to my grandparents' house for a giant family get-together, and this was my first time there at the house for a sleepover with my cousins and family. My parents and uncles and aunts went to dinner, but we stayed at my grandparents' place, and on that very first night at the house, we had a great chili dinner with some jalapeno peppers and some very delicious hot sauce. after we went to bed, and shortly after I was asleep, I was awakened by ghostly moans coming from down the hallway in a dark room. I went down the dark hallway, entered the dark room with the smell of rotting corpse and sulfur dioxide in the air. I bravely turned on the lights, only to find out and see my grandpa having a nasty diarrhea attack. Haunts me to this day, folks. Yuck.